shot me. So, real it's even, it's definitely fair. I'm just saying, it's a difference, you feel me? Like, even for you, it opened up your game, because I seen games you played where you got sacked a lot of times because you was waiting for that extra second for Megatron. So sometimes players like that shit can take away from us because we so used to just doing some dominating shit. We just waiting on that big play. Cause I see multiple plays, everybody do it. Well, they be like a nigga running wide open. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. Just like Matthew said, no call. I want that course. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that hosts to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Post stream, Lord, if you can. Come on, pause just to make sure you got the stream posted. That's all, bro. Oh. You must can't hear me. Hey, bro.
Yo, what's up?
I was just making sure you post stream. That's why I paused it.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm off right now. I'm fucking sick. Alright, I'm posting now.
Alright. All a nigga really need is the money.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed.
Damn.
advice to the Pelicans has always been, hold on to Anthony Davis for dear life.
Inside their own 10.
To build a legitimate contender around a player who since he came into the league, year 3 for Anthony Davis, he was top 5 MVP candidate. He's been great from the word go, and you look in the standings,
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Boswell good with the extra
At the
point.
getting the fucking pick. I fucked up on the fucking pick.
So they throw
God
the pick
dang.
Six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fucking pick 6. That shit was gay.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
All right. Here we go.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card.
Damn, I could have went out 3 points at least. Shit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a
Now I'm down by 7.
Watch it now, Marty, Marty.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he takes this up.
Oh, no!
Yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Shit!
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
No. Check, Patriot.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
No, check, Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Here's Foreman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
What the fuck was that? Warren Moon.
4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's a great job by
I
this
fucked
secondary.
up on that fucking pick six when I just caught a pick on his red, man.
Right? They want to contest each
That was a good
Great contest on
recover for the fucking safety though, because my nigga was wide the fuck open.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let me see something. Let's see what we got here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Fuck, I don't have my shit in here? Fuck.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
Hell yeah.
Out comes Minnesota. Yeah, they're coming off
Everybody
the 3 and out, my
could have
friend.
motherfucking got the fucking business, you feel me, if we would have fucking lost to the fucking Patriots and we lost the motherfucking,
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you
that
shake
bullshit.
things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck doesn't it let me fucking get no fucking animations with the fucking deep ball when niggas click on? Like, that shit is weak. That shit is weak as fuck.
They told us repeatedly earlier.
Like, my nigga don't even jump for this shit. You don't even reach for this shit. Like, give me a fucking animation, even if it's just fucking jumping.
All week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Shit.
It's caught right side by Daniels. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies,
Shit!
which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
How the fuck he get to the edge like that?
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to go down. They sack him.
I don't even
Back
have
to Charles
mine.
Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35.
Oh, what the fuck? He injured?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Oh, that hurt.
Defense in
That
this
hurt
situation
bad.
would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave
that
up the
hurt
completion.
bad.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
That
And
hurt
as he
me bad right
dragged
there,
across
cuz.
each
That hurt
zone,
bad.
you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down.
Yo, if it wasn't for that pick 6, yo, he doesn't have a touchdown right now. That's what I'm mad about. If it wasn't for the pick 6, I'm in the lead right now. Fuck if it wasn't for that pick 6, bro.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
What the?
Peterson, what happened? He lost the
They better get
football.
overtime.
And the Colts pick it up, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, how about I say that shit better get
One of those
overtime.
bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first, or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll drop to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the
Hold
ball
on to
loose
the
and
ball.
brings
Why
up
niggas don't
2nd
never hold on
down.
to the ball when I'm playing this dude?
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
And he'll
shit.
be brought down by the Colts.
Fuck.
Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That nigga don't play like that on my Bears team. Shit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. A big play for the Vikings.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's the
down.
first time Hopkins
46
actually
yards.
did some shit for me, like spectacular like that. Like, he don't play like that. That's some good shit right there. That's what I've been waiting for Hopkins. That's why I traded for you, bro. I've been waiting for some shit like that to come down, but you ain't been playing like that, bro.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st
I
down.
appreciate you hitting that on all cylinders, Cuddy.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
They give it to Peterson.
Shit.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Gun! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound,
like
staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They pitch it out to Peterson.
Why the fuck is he moving so slow? Like, is he injured? Is he that hurt? Like, he's running slow as
It's a
shit.
7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well.
He is running like uber fucking slow around the fucking edge.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3...
Yeah, you forgot to run the ball. McVay, I see that with Todd Gurley all the time. I'm wondering. I look at halftime, I'm like, why has Todd Gurley not touched the ball?
Yeah, he injured. That's why.
So I get concerned about that.
All right. Foreman got it going.
He's mentored by Bill Parcells.
In the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back
on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll look to throw. Forced out.
Oh my God! Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Jesus.
For his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there.
Shit.
I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
That blitz, that fire zone blitz.
3rd down.
Let's
2
get
for
him
5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
I gotta really roll out the top
17
of
yards on the
play.
pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came
Nice
together
little
there.
distance he got.
In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop.
Easy.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him. And now here's a timeout call by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose.
That he keep taking it. All right. When I'm not getting enough. What I'm not saying is he taking this fucking big lineman out.
Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. This is a big decision.
Now, meanwhile, a pass.
That was a big 6.
But it ends up falling incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines on a toss play. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, what the fuck? That's bullshit! That's bullshit! That's fucking bullshit. I hit him right at the line, dummy.
I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
This nigga moving down the field on some dumb shit.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
Nice
the tackle. He's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout.
Good shit.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second
Wasn't
quarter.
expecting to run on that play, but you got it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half,
That's the last score you get.
From the left hash, this from 34.
I promise you that's the last score you're going to get on me.
And Boswell's kick is good. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Definitely got it.
Now come the Vikings, they'll have it first on
Can't
offense
be
as
mad
we
at
begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Foreman. And
good
forget about
God
finding a
almighty.
lane. He barely had time
This
to
shit
look
is
up before
gay.
he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's how.
No!
And they'll bring him down
Oh
at
my
the
God.
27-yard line.
No,
They
fuck
stop him
that.
for only
Hell
3 that
no.
time,
I
and
had
they'll
the
bring
fucking
up
play. Why the
fourth
fuck would he?
down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost
fuck.
like a
That was
check down
stupid.
situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun. Now let's go. Blue 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Over.
They'll run with Foreman, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll drop the throw. He's
Oh my
deep right side.
God, why the fuck did he throw off his back foot? He had him fucking beat, yo.
You expect your roaming free safety to come up with.
He had him fucking beat, yo. He had him fucking beat, yo. Like, come on, yo. Like, come on.
2nd down and
Come
10.
on, man.
Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Why would they fucking do that to me, man?
All right, here we go. 319.
to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh shit, this shit. They keep running around with that fucking
Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They give the
it was
users
Quincy
too
Wilson
much
that
fucking
time was
respect,
able to make
man.
the play defensively.
It's
Too
always
much
a battle.
fucking
Who's going to win on
respect out
1st
there.
down?
That's
The
what
offense
they
or the
getting
defense?
too
Let's
much
face it, if you've
respect,
got the ball, 4 yards or more on
Like,
1st
coming
down
down
is
to
what
the
you're
line
aiming
like
for.
that should be
They
a
tried to
toast.
throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw.
Oh my fucking God!
Nice hit.
What? What do you want from me?
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game. Really,
What do you want?
and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Where the fuck is Mike Evans at, man? What the fuck do you want from me, man? This shit is open.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Bitch ass Willie fucking Sneed.
The Vikings on
The
3rd
fuck?
down.
Man, fuck you fucking had a fucking ball in your fucking hands and you still fucking drop it, cuz.
Detroit! Gone!
Where you at?
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Going
Oh, yo. What are you keep fucking missing shit?
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunities.
Like, why the fuck do you keep missing these fucking niggas, yo?
Making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Detroit!
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over! Gun!
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Yo, why in the fuck is this pressure getting to me like that? Yo, I'm shifting and I'm doing every fucking thing I'm supposed to fucking do. My guy, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, my guy. Like, come the fuck on.
Because
let him do off the hook, bro. Let him do off the hook. Come on, man.
What they're supposed to do on offense, they're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or
I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, yo.
A teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room past the 20. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is where he's going to get good field position. Right here. And he might score a field goal. I'm going to go down and score another field goal.
The Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll set up a throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd down, it's Hines. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Yeah.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Foreman. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now,
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. They're going to get out of here with a win. I say he gets a game ball.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
I'm not going to be able to take my nap before I go back to work.
Indianapolis set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught left side, Hopkins. And so DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now back to throw. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, come on, Mike fucking Evans. You too big for that shit to fucking do that, yo. You way too big for that to not fuck. Yo, you see how yo didn't even fucking attempt to go for the fucking ball? I gotta say that video clip. Like, yo didn't even attempt to jump. That shit blows my fucking mind, son. That shit blows me.
You would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock.
At least attempt the fucking thing, son. At least attempt it. That's all I'm asking.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Colts on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Caught by Kevon Seymour. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back
Oh,
to his
shit.
technique. His ability
Come on,
to
what?
see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Nigga.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away.
Even fucking man coverage.
Well, to say
Nigga came right out the fucking
his
edge.
game
Stupid.
is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate. except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more coverage.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Yo, he had a whole step on him. He had a whole step on him. Come on, bruh. He had a whole step on him. A whole step on him.
Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it.
Don't play, yo. Don't play like I'm a novice and I'm not on see what you doing with your corner, bruh. Don't do that. Like I don't see that shit. I see all that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Ah!
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
AP going down, though, changed that whole dynamic. I ain't gonna lie, he lost Andrew Luck, so that changed the dynamic, too. But AP going down really...
But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Vikings, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, so, you know, GBL just finished playing Nord. By the way, you know, this is one of my shirts, you know, the Black Fame, you know what I'm saying, Baltimore style, you know what I'm saying. No, it's not the Baltimore one, though, but I do got the Baltimore joint for anybody that's in Maryland. Any Baltimore heads, you know what I'm saying. I got the Maryland Flag Fame shirt, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, support my clothing line, by the way, you know what I'm saying. I'm rocking one of them right now. But you know, just finished playing the Colts. Let me stop my stream real quick because I got my stream on. So I just finished playing the Colts.